This is what we call a calculus bridge, and it is super dangerous to leave as is. Most people don't even notice that it's there because it doesn't hurt and it doesn't really cause any major problems, or at least that's what the patients think, but this is actually really dangerous to leave in your mouth for several reasons. Now, when you think about calculus, calculus is basically hardened plaque. It is plaque that accumulates a hardened surface, and as you can see in this video, they kind of scrape it right before they scrape it off with the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, by the way, this is a dental hygienist that is using an ultrasonic cleaner, which is basically a metal probe that goes in there, sprays a lot of water, it's got micro vibrations in it to get rid of the calculus and kind of chunk it off piece by piece. Now, you may find this weird, but dental professionals love to get rid of calculus bridges because we know how bad it is for your mouth and your gums. When we remove these, we always tell patients your teeth could be really wiggly afterwards because a lot of times people's teeth are held together by this calculus bridge. And when we remove it, their teeth are a little bit sore and sensitive, and your gums are just bright red, fire engine red, irritated. And that's simply because this has been harboring bacteria for weeks, months, or in this case, probably even years. Once you get calculus this big and it becomes a bridge, you cannot remove it yourself at home. It is too difficult to remove. A toothbrush is just gonna glide over it. You're not gonna be able to get floss in between your teeth, and basically you don't have the instruments at home to clean it. That's why you need to go get a deep cleaning or a professional cleaning from a vet. And they're gonna use instruments just like this ultrasonic instrument. Now, a lot of my patients are really surprised at calculus, how slowly it takes to build up. This could even take months to build up, and patients don't even know that it's there. It doesn't hurt them, it doesn't cause them any irritation, and they're very surprised as this big chunk of calculus comes out of their mouth after we're done with the cleaning. The good news about it accumulating slowly over a long period of time is that you can stop this way before it gets this bad. Most people don't have a calculus bridge that's nearly this big, and it's because they don't let it get that far progress. Now that you know what a calculus bridge is, how do you get rid of it and how do you maintain it and prevent it from happening again? Most people aren't aware of this, but once you let it get to a certain point, you can't get it off yourself, and then you have to have a dental professional do it for you. But what is tartar and how do you prevent it from happening, and why is it so dangerous to your gums? So gum disease, another name for gum disease is gingivitis or periodontitis, which is just a fancy word for your gums being unhealthy with bacteria that's in there that you don't want in these deep pockets. And you have a calculus bridge, which is basically a hardened plaque that forms when dental plaque is not removed by regular brushing and flossing. The buildup can irritate the gums, leading to things like gingivitis, early stage gum disease. And if left untreated, it can actually make your teeth mobile and make your teeth hurt every time you eat, causing infections. And the more mobile they get, the more bone loss you get. And eventually you could lose your teeth from gum disease, which originates from calculus. Number 2 is tooth decay. The bacteria in calculus can contribute to the formation of cavities. The byproducts of this bacteria feeding on food particles left in the mouth can be very acidic and can erode your enamel, leading to tooth decay and giving you cavities. Now, number 3, nobody likes, that's bad breath or halitosis. Your breath just smells really, really bad because you have this bacteria just like gooping up and accumulating and getting bigger by the month in your mouth. Number 4 is damage to the tooth enamel and root surfaces. Obviously, the rough surface of the calculus can cause further plaque accumulation, compounding itself. Basically, it's getting bigger and bigger each month and can even damage the enamel or root surface of the teeth, leading to further dental issues. And number 5 is basically if you have this buildup in your teeth, it can lead to systemic problems, which means that the calculus in your mouth and the bacteria in there could actually get to your heart pretty easily. So you want to get rid of it so that you don't have heart problems. Now, gum disease and heart disease have had a very strong link, and it has been scientifically proven that bad gums equals a bad heart health. So basically, the longer you leave this in your mouth, the more risk you're gonna have of it causing other problems in other parts of your body, like in your heart. And if it gets in your heart, it's gonna pump through the rest of your body. So guess where all that bacteria is being flushed in and out of? Not only your heart, but the rest of your body. So it's very, very, very important that you get rid of this, which leads me to the next thing. How do you get rid of calculus? Number 1, have a hygienist clean this out, a professional hygienist to clean it out. But the key is to not let it build up nearly as much as it did, because the more you let it build up, the more it's gonna build up on itself and just become exponentially big and big and big to the point where you can't clean it off. And then you're scared to go to the dentist and you don't want to go to the dentist, and then it's more expensive and it just hurts afterwards. So the key is to stop it before it starts. And that just is simply brushing your teeth and flossing your teeth. The number 1 most likely place you're gonna get a calculus bridge or any calculus at all is on the insides of your lower teeth. If you floss those really, really well every single night, After you've had a deep cleaning or your hygienist has done a regular cleaning, you are not gonna have that calculus buildup like you have or like this patient had in this. So in short, it is really dangerous to leave these calculus bridges and just ignore them, but it's also very, very easy to get rid of them and maintain them because it is a slow growing process. So don't let your mouth look like this for the sake of your heart, your rest of your body. And hopefully you learned a little bit more about calculus bridges, what they are, what they aren't, how to get rid of them, how to maintain them, how to prevent them. I'm just a dentist. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.